Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today we're going to take a look at a brand new travel watercolor set. We're going to compare it to two other travel watercolor sets from the same company, and then I'm going to give you my overview review of this product because I have actually played with it a little bit, and also give you some other alternatives if you kind of like this, but you just kind of want it empty and plain. So this video is not sponsored. However, Funto did send me this travel set for review. They'd sent me this one in the past and I already have reviewed it, and this one I bought with my own money, and I made some modifications to how it came. And I also have a tutorial. I have a review on this on my channel. I'll link it down below. And I also have a DIY tutorial on how you can make little pouches for palettes you already have in case you don't want to buy this, because I figured that, I mean, that's what got me, was this little pouch. I love this. And I actually hooked this to my bag with a little carabiner, and it's on my purse all the time because I love to have a little sketchbook and a little set of watercolors, so if I get bored somewhere or I see something beautiful, I can stop and paint. So let's first look at this brand new set. This comes with a really long strap, which you could probably, imagine you could actually put this on your back, kind of like a backpack, although somebody might grab it. I don't know, it's would be kind of weird to do that. Excuse me if I sound a little stuffy. I've been using a lot of pastels and I think I've got dust in my nose. But this would actually be a really cute pocket for like or pocketbook for an American Girl doll if you collect those or if your kids play with those. So you open that up, and inside you're going to find a little packet of paper, the palette itself, and a water brush. And the water brush is a number 2. Now I have used this a little bit, and it has one long hair in the middle of it. And actually, I might have I might have caught some hairs in the thing when I took it apart. It's a friction fit cap, but it's nice and tight. It has the logo Funto and the number size. It says a size 2, but this looks more like a 4 or a 5 in typical sizing, so I'm not sure where they got that sizing from. When you put it back, I would highly recommend that you kind of wet it and shape it with your fingers, and then put it in, because it does have a little bleed hole. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's got a little bleed hole there at the bottom so the air can get out. So just kind of keep that in mind. Now this comes with a water cup, which I really like this. I wish my other palette had it, but I think my other palette's the exact same size, so I could probably add it to the other one if I want to. And the way you use this is I thought the color was really cute. When you're holding it, you can just clip this, onto the edge or the side, however you prefer. If you want it there, you want to have it over here, whatever you want, however you want to do it. There is like a little notch in there if you wanted to put your brush, but I think you're probably better off just hanging onto the brush. This will actually hold your paper if you use the paper that came with it. Little papers here. Like I actually did kind of paint a few just to play around, but we'll paint something together so you can kind of see how it will go. So as you can see, this is a pastel set. There's 6 different colorways. Well, there's 6 different, I would say, colors of the palette. And I think 3 sets have pastel paints and 3 sets have standard paints. But my other set I bought came with standard paints, and I reviewed them and I pulled the paint out and put my own paint in because they were not what I would use. And I kind of feel the same way about these, although these are pastel paints, so you do have that little bit of novelty that they're pastel. Maybe you would use them. I'm not going to fill that all the way because I don't really need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint a little flower. I did a little rose here with peaches and reds. I think this time maybe I'll do like a little carnation or something. I'll do a blue carnation. I think that will be kind of pretty. So let's see, we'll start by painting. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there is one hair. Maybe if I bring it up close to the camera, there is one hair that is way too long, and I tried to pluck it out, thinking it was loose hair, but it's not. It's in there. I'm gonna have to trim it. But so that's probably the first con. Let's put the end on our brush. There we go. Yeah, we're going to do a little stem. We'll do another little stem up here so we can have a little bud. That's a big carnation bud. It's not to scale. because these are pastels, you don't have a dark value range, so you know you're really limited to what you can mix. They feel simultaneously kind of gloopy and dry. These paints are not great, I'm not gonna lie. I would not recommend this for the paints. If you want to buy it for the palette, I would say, yeah, this is a really cute palette. And I like the little water cup. That's actually, I was really bummed when I first saw the water cup because I'd already bought the palette and I didn't have a water cup. And then there was somebody on, I think it was on some shop I've never shopped at before. I think it was AliExpress. I'd seen it advertised, like, you know, when you go on Facebook, you'll sometimes see, I don't want to go, I don't know. Sometimes you will see, there's kind of a thick, goopy paint. You'll see different things for sale, you know, you might see like 3D printed inserts for, like, say, the long skinny Schminke palette, or, you know, you just see kind of little things. I saw a water cup for that. I thought, oh, that's so cool. I wish, you know, I thought about ordering one, but I'd never shopped there before. I'm kind of hesitant to shop on certain websites, but anyway, I thought that was a really great idea. And then I saw that some of these palettes were coming out with these, and I thought that was cool. So I'm glad to have that. But there, cute little palette, really easy to paint with, not crazy about the paints. The brush, I think, just needs a little trim and it'll be fine. This is a synthetic squirrel. And yeah, you'll need a little napkin or something to wipe that up. I don't have one right handy, but that's alright because I'm probably I might gut this paint, honestly. Okay, so there's that. I did just some other little, just to show you how the paints flow together. You know, they're not bad as far as flowing together. I just kind of wet the back and wet the front and just put the paint on to see how they would move, how vibrant the colors were. You know, they're not super vibrant, but they're not, I guess for pastels, they're really not overly chalky. I thought the original colors were very chalky, and I popped them on my palette. So what I did, this is the original one that I have, and I made myself a little swatch card because I got rid of the colors that came with it. These are the colors I chose to put in it. A variety of different brands there. I don't remember what I used, honestly. But this way I could have my palette ready to go. And I actually stuck a piece of vinyl in there so I'd have an extra mixing area. But it's the exact same palette, as you can see. See? And I just bring water brushes with me when I'm using it. Now, I think that a half pan was too big to fit. It looks like a half pan would have plenty of room, but I'm going to grab one really quick because I'm thinking it was too big. But maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it was too tall. Yeah, it's too big. It wouldn't fit down in the hole. I can tell that right now. It's just like a touch too big. It won't go in. So if you were buying this thing and I'm going to get half pans and put them in there, that's not going to work, but you can just pull out the little nuggets of paint and squeeze your own paint in like I did here, and it works great. You know, it's going to look a little messy probably, but, you know, who cares? To me, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. So when you're using a cup like this, you will need to wipe it out probably, unless you want your bag to get wet, but that should fit on that one. Hopefully this will fit on this one. Yeah, it fits on that one just fine. So I wonder if it'll fit in this little pouch with that on it. It's a little too tight of a fit for that, sadly. Maybe. No, it's too tight of a fit, although I could make one of my own custom pouches if I wanted to for that. Yeah, that's not going to work that well for that, but I just wanted to show you the difference. They both seem to be made out of that same faux leather material, and it just depends on how much extra space you want, because this one, I don't think I could fit the brush in there too. No. Well, I could fit it in that way, but I wouldn't trust it not to fall out if I did that. So these, I love the palette, don't like the paint. So I would say I've tried the brights. I don't like them any better than the pastels. So I would recommend just gutting it and putting your own paint in there because it's awfully cute. And I like that because I can clip it to my bag and it's very compact. It's a lot smaller than this. You can see the size of the pouch difference. This is $24 with a little clip and a little carabiner, which is still attached to my purse upstairs. I didn't realize I left it up there. And this is, I think, between 28. I think I actually saw this one on Amazon for 26 in this color, and the other ones are $28.99. But what I would recommend, if you're looking for a nice travel kit with good paint, I would recommend, where are my paper towels? I'm just going to use this sea sponge to wipe up my mess there. That's not, oh wait, here they are. That's not a great solution. Come on, Lindsay, get with the program. I've been using so many different media in here lately that it's gotten a little out of hand. This set here, I actually put a different strap on it because I didn't like the cord, the paracord strap, so this came from a marker bag and I put that on there. This comes with a little cup, but instead of using it for water, I actually just put a little towel in there, but it does, you know, you pull it up and it's a water cup. I don't quite trust it. I think it's going to leak or it might collapse on me, so I just put a sponge in there and use a water brush. And then in here, it actually came with a water brush and a nice easy to squeeze one, and it came with a sketchbook, came with a spray bottle, and I don't recommend pre-spraying the paints because I really don't need it, and it comes with a palette and a clip, and this one is $34, this set right here, but if you get the plastic palette one, it's I think $30 or $28, something like that. It's a little bit cheaper. So what you do here, and I've just been painting here with these paints just to give you an idea of what they look like. They're nice and transparent. They're very vibrant, reactivate very well. These are just fooling around paints. I haven't really done anything too ambitious with them, but a lot of fun. And the paper is nice. It's just a nice little book. What you do is you clip this. This is like just a little magnet clip, like what you could get at the Dollar Tree, and then you just put your palette down. And what I like to do is put it like this so that the sketchbook kind of supports it a bit, and then you've got your water brush and you do your painting. And I added into mine a pencil and a fine liner and a white gel pen. And that gives me pretty much everything I need to go out and about. And the quality of the paint's really nice. You don't get a lot of paint. Like if you look at the amount of paint you get in this one versus this one, you get way more paint with this, but you get way high quality paint with it, more high quality paint with this. I mean, I just meant like probably, you know, cubic square inches of paint. You're getting more paint in this than in this, I think. But the paint is way high quality, more high quality. It's going to go faster. It's going to go longer. Well, you have more colors. I don't know. I can't really say. Actually, you know what? I can't say there's more paint in here than here. I think there is, but the colors aren't as useful and they're kind of chalky, and these are nice and transparent. This is much better quality. I highly would recommend this set if you're going for the paint and not just the cute palette. But I really like this. I think it's a great value, and a lot of times I just grab this and go. Like, I've been kind of overwhelmed with a lot of things over the last month, and if a friend of mine's like, hey, let's just go paint. I'm just taking this. I'm not taking my full setup. I'm not taking all my stuff. I'm just taking this, and it's enough. I can do stuff. I don't have to think about it. I can go and have a leisurely day painting, and I love it. I love it. I changed out the strap though because I thought the paracord strap was kind of lame. This came from a marker bag, so it's not like I'm fancy or anything. Now let's say you're like, Lindsay, I love those palettes. Those are so cute, but I don't want to spend that much money and to throw the paint away, which is totally valid. I don't blame you. I don't blame you not wanting to spend $25 or $26 to buy a paint and dig out all the paint. That's totally fair. So I found this on Amazon for $14, and I was kind of excited about it because it's a little bit bigger than this, and it has the cup. So yeah, this was $12.99 or between $12 and $12.99. I don't remember exactly, but look at this. So this one has, of course, it just came today, so I was waiting to film this until this came in. Can I open it? There we go. It's got, look at that. It's got 1, 2, 3 mixing areas. It's got 2 trays, so it can hold 24 colors. Now let's see, I think there's a way to hook. Yes, you hook that one. So this one would stay in there. you'd hook that one to the outside. You got 1, 2, 3 mixing areas, or you could pop that out. And I don't know what you'd use. Probably like, you'd probably use like, I don't know. I'm just going to use my scissors here. Yeah, that's how you can lift them out. So you could pop that out and you could cut your paper to go in the top, I'm sure. You could just put your paper on and over that. You know, I'm not going to pop that out. I do think it comes out, but you could put your paper up there if you wanted to. But you've also got the little, I'd probably put it there so it wouldn't be in my way. You've got the water cup. So, I mean, if that existed before I bought this, I probably would have bought that. And then just sewed my own pouch. But, you know, I didn't think about sewing my own pouches until I bought this. So this was part of my education on how I would make these pouches. I didn't make this one, I bought this one, but I did make a bunch in that video. So I guess I needed to buy this and use this to get to that. You can see this stains. I'm sure this will stain too. But yeah, I thought this was a really great option for $12 or 12 something. And another palette that I got that was very similar. I just love it. Oh my gosh, I love little palettes. I love the water cup. I think that's so cute. Of course, Portable Painter is my ride or die. It's the palette that it's always in my plein air bag. It's the one I go and teach retreats with. It's the best of the best. I also found this one here, and I think it was around $15. Yes, I have a problem. What can I say? And this is very similar. I think it might actually be the same build as this one. I just couldn't resist this one for $12. It was, a moment of weakness. So this one here also comes in a pouch. I think these are all made by the Maritini company, but I'm not sure. Yeah, this one has the pouch. It doesn't have a clip, I don't think, but it has a, I think it could go, you can run a belt through it and you can wear it that way. So it's got that option. I love plein air stuff. This seems to be the same exact build as that one, but this one actually came with paint, and some of the paint was okay, but I did take it all out because I wanted just the trays. So this is the same exact model as that, but it came with 12 half pans of paint. So if you don't like the paint, you can just dig the paint out of the half pans, just pop them out and reuse the half pans. But some of the colors were actually kind of nice. I just wanted this grid instead. So this is the same as this one, but it has a white pouch, and it was like $3 more, somewhere around there. I'll link to all of these in the video description. I'm sure one of these will probably suit your needs as far as travel palettes. That's how I knew that one came out, because it came out on the other one too. Yeah, these are identical. These are identical. But I have a weakness. I have a problem. How cute are those? I think you actually can get that color where I bought this one. I think it might be like $1 more. I think that might be like 13 and this one's 12 or something like that on that same site. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all made from the Maritini company. And I'm pretty sure that all the Funto palettes are made from them too. But the paint that's kind of glossy, that's the good stuff. The paint that looks matte in the pictures, that stuff is not great. It's, you know, if you have nothing else, it's paint, you know, whatever. It'll, you know, you can use it, it's fine. But if you're, if you typically paint with watercolor, I think you will be very disappointed in the paint that's in it. But anyway, really innovative, really cute palettes. I just thought that might kind of give you a little bit of inspiration, because they're just fun. They're just fun. What can I say? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little combo review comparison. I would say all the thumbs up for the palettes, 0 thumbs up for the paint on these little square palettes. But this guy right here, 100% thumbs up. In fact, I think this would be an excellent Christmas present. So if you like to get started early, especially with the way the economy is, I can vouch for this whole kit being wonderful. Just add a pencil, add a fine liner, you're good to go. It's I'm surprised at how inexpensive this is. And when I'm saying this is $34 right now. With the mirror palette, it's like $30 if you get one of the plastic palettes with the same paint in it. So, you know, they might jack the prices up. They might have to. I don't know. The world's a mess right now. But if you can get it for around $30, $35 to set here, I would highly recommend it for a gift, because the watercolor is good, and the palette and the layout and the design, the sketchbook, everything is chef's kiss in this one. Yeah, so hey, it's fun to look at palettes, right? It's fun to look at little palettes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed these comparisons. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye!